We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw. Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
I am Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Good morning. Achogma. Chimpisalika Achogma. It's great to be here this morning. I will be serving as your MC. Welcome to the celebration of the 55th annual meeting of the Chickasaw Nation. This meeting is hereby called to order. Please help me welcome to the stage our Chickasaw fluent speaker, Ms. Pauline Brown. She will lead us in our invocation, as is traditional for us as Indian people to begin everything we do with prayer. If you're able, please stand with us and remain standing as our Chickasaw Honor Guard posts the colors.
So I'll pray. Pinky Tihuama. Nana yupabika, imaka ilapis at tidilesha, ispubanuan chugmadilasha, yammat hatakmumi, punkana chumua ipiska chugma, ashibili agma itafama, isnaku tushayani, ayamika ipisa, yamungbaminko ichapila muma. Chikasha ila nana shata yacha iba chafatashika ishiba vikana nana chukma bilia afamima ipisashke yang mumat nana muma ispu habinati yamingmat nana chukma bika ipisa ikoke ichimati. Amen.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. You may be seated. Please enjoy the music video featuring an ensemble of our Chickasaw youth under the direction of Mr. Philip Berryhill as they perform God Bless America. That was beautiful. Very grateful for all of those who participate to make that happen. Well, as you know, everyone here is special. I do have some folks that I'm going to introduce very briefly, and I know it's hard to not applaud for each one, because I want to do that when I'm in the audience. I don't always follow the rules. I want to ask you as we go through if you want to clap, but we'll make it quick, okay? Let's start with our first one. Let's please acknowledge, of course, our governor, Governor Bill Anatobi, his wife Janice, and their children Chris, Becky, grandchildren Brendan, Sydney, and Brian and Melinda, and their children Chloe and Presley. We also have our Lieutenant Governor, Jefferson Kill, his wife Carol, and Tim, and their children. Now, joining us, we have our Chickasaw Nation judges, Justice Mark Colbert, Justice Sherry Belfi Gordon, and Justice Linda English Weeks. Thank you all. I'm especially grateful to Sherry. She introduced me to my husband a few years ago, so thank you for that, Sherry. We have our Chickasaw Nation legislators, Connie Barker, who's our chairperson, Nancy Elliott, who's our secretary, Toby Perkins, Katie Case, and Toby, I apologize, I didn't see Alicia. Alicia, thank you for joining us this morning too. We have Dean McManus, Mary Jo Green, David Wirtz, Linda Briggs. I love you, Linda. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you this morning. Shauna Tate Hammond, Scott Wood, and his wife and daughter. Yay, nice to see you all. Tim Colbert and Beth Alexander. Beth, I'm glad you could join us. I know you have some new grandbabies, so been keeping you real busy. We also have representing Chief Gary Batten of the Choctaw Nation, Jerry Tomlinson. Oklahoma State Senate, we have Oklahoma State Senator Frank Simpson. Good morning, Frank. Thanks for joining us. Oklahoma House of Representatives, State Representative Charles McCall. And Charles, I believe we're in the heart of your district, right? There we go. And your wife joined us. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. We also have other special guests with us this morning. Rear Admiral Kevin Meeks, the Assistant Surgeon General for the Oklahoma Area Indian Health Service. We have Eddie Streeter, the Regional Director of our Eastern Regional Bureau of Indian Affairs. We have Ashley Large with us, Superintendent of the Chickasaw Agency for the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And we have our very own President Joy McDaniel from Murray State College. Good morning, Joy. We also have with us today Chris Westbury, who's representing the president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Sean Burridge. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for what you're doing for our Indian students at Southeastern. We have with us Kennedy Brown, the former Lieutenant Governor of the Chickasaw Nation. We have Kennedy and Regina. We have Dan Boren, current Chickasaw Nation President of Corporate Development and our former U.S. Congressman. We also have our very own Chickasaw citizen, former Speaker and the first Chickasaw Speaker of the Oklahoma House of Representatives, T.W. Shannon. We have his wife, Devin, and both of their children. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have former State Representative Danny Hilliard and former, I believe, Speaker Pro Tem. Is that right, Danny? Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We also have the Mayor of Tishomingo, Tom Lokey. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for joining us. We have former judges, Jay Johnson. I know I saw Jay and his wife somewhere earlier. Good morning. Mary Jane Lowry. Mary Jane made Philip's night the other night. She wanted a photo with Philip, so that really made his night. Thank you, Mary Jane. We have Mr. Charles Tate, former judge of the Chickasaw Nation. Ron Parker, also a former legislator. And my great friend Wilson Seawright, former judge and former legislator. Wilson always has food in his hand every time I see him. Oh, wait, that was the other way around. We have former legislators, Teresa Bolin, Dewatha Easterling, Scott Colbert. Oh, my dad, Frank Johnson Sr. Where's my dad? Dad, you're supposed to be babysitting, so don't forget you're in charge of my daughter. Melvin Burris. There you are. Melvin made this wonderful necklace for me. Thank you, Melvin. Dr. Judy Goforth Parker. And Holly Easterling. Great to see you all here. Our 2015-2016 princesses, we'll begin with our Little Miss Chickasaw, Lauren Key. These ladies were just elected, just won their competition the other night. Chickasaw Junior Princess, Lauren John. And our Chickasaw Princess, Rachel Mealy. Okay, now, if I've missed anyone, you all have to let me know, okay, so that I can be sure and introduce you. We are so grateful that you're joining us here this morning. We're going to have a terrific morning. You know, the city of Tishomingo is special to us. It's the place where we gather. It's next to Pennington Creek, and it has historical significance that is unmatched. That is why our partnerships with the city of Tishomingo and Murray State College have always been very valuable to us. These two partners help ensure our week-long festivities are very successful. Please turn your attention to the screen as we hear from our Tishomingo Mayor, Tom Lokey, and our Murray State College President, Joy McDaniel.
Good morning. The citizens and leadership of Tishomingo would like to welcome you to our city. We are honored to host the Chickasaw Nation Annual Meeting and Festival. Having a week's worth of exciting events and hundreds of Chickasaw citizens in town is always a highlight of our year. The partnership between Chickasaw Nation and the city of Tishomingo spans decades, and we hope to be a part of this annual celebration for many years to come. Again, welcome to Tishomingo. We hope you enjoy your time here.
Good morning. Welcome to the beautiful campus of Murray State College. We are honored to have you here today to celebrate the 55th Chickasaw Nation Annual Meeting. As always, we are honored to provide a venue for Chickasaws, dignitaries, and community members to learn about the progress of the Chickasaw Nation and celebrate tribal heritage, culture, and traditions. Our relationship with the Chickasaw Nation continues to grow stronger each year as we work together on successful partnerships, programs, and events. We appreciate the support that Murray State College and our programs receive from the Chickasaw Nation and look forward to many more continued collaborations and partnerships. We celebrate with you today and wish continued success and prosperity for our partner, the great, unconquered, and unconquerable Chickasaw Nation.
Thank you again, Joy and Tom. We're very grateful for your support. Now it is my honor to invite our Lieutenant Governor, Jefferson Keel, to the stage to welcome us to this annual meeting.
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning. I should have said Chukma. Chickasaw. Yeah, say that again. Chickasaw. All right. I was going to say, Hashmumakasayupashpisa. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for coming here this morning. Governor, Janice, distinguished guests, all of you everyone here is distinguished. Everyone here is special. This is a special day for us. It's a great day. This culminates a week of activities that we began last Saturday. I know you'll hear about it a little bit later. You're going to hear about some accomplishments of Chickasaws and what we've been doing for the past year. You'll hear that a little bit later from Governor Anatubby. But I want to thank my wife, Carol, for supporting me for the last 40 years. And thank you. And for my family that could be here, I have several family members here. We have others that are out doing other things. But this is a special day. It's a special week for us to come together as Chickasaws, bring everyone home. I know that I spoke earlier this morning to some folks from California. This is indeed a special occasion, but more than that, it's a time to celebrate the past but look forward to the future. We're going to do great things in the future. We've accomplished many things up to date. But the next year and the next following year after that, we plan for the future. We look forward to serving the Chickasaw people. I know that Governor Anatubby and I have spoken many times about keeping the needs of Chickasaws very paramount in the very daily activities that we do. Everything that we do is for the good of Chickasaw people. I want to thank Murray State College, President McDaniel, Tishomingo. Doesn't downtown Tishomingo really look good? It is amazing. The transformation there, it's obvious that they've got great leadership in place. So thank you again for coming. We look forward to today. Governor, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And Carol, thank you for praying for your husband and for praying for our tribe. You know, we hear that phrase often, Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw. It is something that we take great pride in saying, and for good reason. In the modern era, Chickasaw has many different meanings and can be expressed in numerous ways. Technology connects us in ways that our ancestors would have never imagined. Could you imagine my grandpa Homer seeing technology of today? I mean, your great-grandparents? Please join me in turning your attention to the screen as we examine different ways our citizens have found to say Chickasaw.
Hiking the trails in his home state of North Carolina is a passion for Connor Sandifer. This love of nature is something he and his wife Brittany are eager to share with their daughter Betty, whose birth is just weeks away. Betty is named in honor of her grandmothers on each side, including Connor's great-grandmother, a Chickasaw. The family is very much looking forward to this sense of family and passing down tribal heritage and culture.
What did you say this morning? You said your granny used to say to you when you guys were little?
Oh, we'd just be sitting there and she'd say, "You're Chickasaw. "You are Chickasaw." And that's just, she just had this way that she would say it, and she'd tap on my hand, I remember, just Chickasaw. It was always a nice thing that I remember.
Connor proudly displays his Chickasaw heritage in his office at the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, where he is an assistant professor of biology.
I like to have my office set up to really show who I am, and being Chickasaw is a big part of who I am. I want to be an accessible faculty member, and I want students to know that I'm more than just their instructor. And especially for the Indian people here, I want the Indian students to know that they have somebody like them that's around if they need somebody to talk to.
Although they live hundreds of miles away from Chickasaw country, the Sandefers stay connected to their roots by frequently traveling back to Oklahoma to visit family.
We would spend time in Tishomingo, and we would spend time at the Council House Museum. And my mother, who's not Chickasaw, she's sort of our family historian. She really gave us a lot of education about our Chickasaw history. And then now that they both live back in Oklahoma, my parents, they spend time at the Council House as well, learning more about us.
Connor's father, Gary, had plans to retire from the University of Wisconsin when a position became available in Oklahoma, allowing him to fulfill his dream of coming home. Gary Sandefer is now the provost at Oklahoma State University. Coming back to Oklahoma is never far from Connor's mind. He stays connected through the Chickasaw Times, online or via the mobile app, and also through the tribe's Facebook account.
I know right now we have a really great situation. I just started in this faculty position, and I have a lot of ideas about what I want to do, and I'm really excited, and Betty's coming, and I think there's always just a special place in my heart for Oklahoma. And it's something I miss.
Moving back home might not be in the cards right now, but Connor and Brittany will keep their hands full with Betty, who made her debut September 21st. The proud parents can't wait to share such a proud past. While Connor Sandefer and his family use technology to stay in touch with their tribe and ensure that their heritage is carried on into the future, Dorothy Rhodes and her daughter credit technology with connecting them with their past and the services that the Chickasaw Nation has available.
A lot of the headstones are offset. Some of the tops are off of their bases.
The cemetery, abandoned, grown over, and in disrepair, is the final resting place for several original Chickasaw enrollees. It lay forgotten until it fell under the care of the Chickasaw Nation. The restoration of the cemetery site has become a personal mission of Chickasaw citizen Dorothy Rhodes, whose family is buried there.
This has been in the making in my family, or we've talked about it for years.
Dorothy, who lives in Arkansas, reached out to the Chickasaw Nation through social media regarding the cemetery. She and her daughter Deborah recently returned home to meet with officials with the Chickasaw Nation.
We did have some old documentation on it, but no one knew where it was. But with your help and with a little bit of searching, we did locate it. And I'm very overwhelmed still that we found it. I feel so happy.
Dorothy's grandparents, Isaac and Sally Fillmore, raised her father Charles in the nearby town that boasts the family's name. Isaac reportedly donated land for the town's school. Dorothy's grandparents divorced when her father was 11 years old. She knew that her grandfather taught school for a time and learned more about him while researching her family at the Holiso Center.
And this shows where he was postmaster. He's listed right here. And then over here it says Isaac Fillmore. And then the date is 1902. However, there was a hold put on it. And then it says takes effect January 31st, 1903. So it does show that he was postmaster.
Dorothy's father, Charles, who also went by Mac, attended Harley Institute and later married and raised his large Chickasaw family in nearby Coleman. Dorothy's brother was only 4 when he died of meningitis.
My brother's buried between my grandparents. This is my grandmother, Sally. And after my dad passed away, I guess it was somewhere in around 1960, my mother bought these monuments for Sally and for my brother Kenneth. And that's why they look new looking.
Information about the exact location of each grave was gathered by GPS and ground-penetrating radar.
It would tell us if the ground has been disturbed, and so we would look for anything from 4 to 6 feet of earth disruption, and that would indicate to us that there could be possibly burials there.
The information from the cemetery will be combined with the Dawes rolls and other historical files at the Holisto Center, ensuring the citizens who are interred there will have a more permanent place in history. Crews have since cleaned away the brush, built a new fence, and reset the toppled gravestones.
It's a completely different place. We can actually see where the burials are. So we're really proud and feel happy that we could help our citizens and that they know that their ancestors are in a clean resting place and that will be maintained as long as it's under our watch.
Working on this project and delving into their past has brought Dorothy and her daughter Deborah closer. They are thankful that the cemetery has been restored and are grateful to have documentation on their family's legacy.
That is wonderful to see so many people connected because of our technology, our identity as Chickasaws. That's pretty amazing. Now, let's welcome those who are in the tent. We do have a tent. We're going to pull it up in a minute. Hello, there they are. Yay! We also have another very special guest, a very good friend of mine, who is a Cherokee citizen who is a former Speaker of the Oklahoma House of Representatives. He is currently the Secretary of State and Liaison for Native American Issues. Please welcome my good friend, Chris Benge. Good morning, Mr. Secretary. Now, if you still have your ticket, look for our runners because we will be doing our first drawing very quickly. So if you have a ticket, just hold it up in the air. We'll come by and grab those. We have citizens who have traveled many miles. I don't know about you, but this week I've met citizens from a lot of states. Have you all been enjoying the week of activities? It is so exciting to see car tags from other states. So let me list out some of the states. And you always know they're Chickasaw because they have an Anatomy sticker on the back or a Chickasaw tag on the front. I think that's so cool. So we have 6 from Alabama. We have one from Alabama. We have 1 from Alaska. We have 4 from Arizona. We have Arkansas, 2, California, 27. I'd say thanks to that government relocation program. We have 3 from Colorado. We have 3 from Florida. Come on, if you're from one of these states, be proud. We have 1 from Idaho, 4 from Kansas, 1 from Louisiana, 5 from Missouri, 7 New Mexico, 1 from New York. Woohoo. Okay, Oklahoma, 481. Oregon, 2. Texas, 89. Utah, 1. Virginia, 1. And Washington, 1. Give yourselves a big hand. Woohoo! Now, our seats are full here and in the tent, but we have even more people, more Chickasaw citizens listening on our radio station, KCNP, and watching online. So watch what you're doing. You're online. Now, I'm so glad that our citizens living around the country and overseas could join us today. That is incredible and very exciting. Today caps off an exciting week of incredible adventures. We began this week with our stomp dance and our stickball, and we included our sporting events. We had our cultural dance, our exhibitions. We had Junior Olympics, Senior Olympics, and I heard some of our young people even took part in our History Challenge Bowl. Now that's pretty awesome, learning our history. We also had our cultural evening at the Chickasaw Cultural Center. Was the weather perfect for that event? That was incredible. There were so many things to do and see this week, and we are very, very grateful. Now, one very nice, very important activity that we do is crowning the new princesses. So we have our young ladies who compete, and causes a lot of stress when you're running for that. So this program is a great opportunity for these young ladies to represent our tribe in functions across the United States, and they're here today. So ladies, as I call your name, please come to the stage. We have our Little Miss Chickasaw, Lauren Key. Yay. We have our Chickasaw Junior Princess, Lauren John. And we have our Chickasaw Princess, Rachel Mealy. Congratulations, ladies. We're very proud of you. I think it causes more stress on parents and grandparents, though, when they're up there. Okay, now we know y'all are going to do a fabulous job for us all year. So now we're going to start with our little Miss, Lauren Key. You ready to help me give away some money? Okay. So are there any more tickets? If you have your tickets, make sure we get those in the hopper. Now, for those of you in the tent, don't worry. We have folks out there watching for you if you're a winner. Now, here's what you're going to do. The cash drawings are for registered Chickasaw voters who are not employees of the tribe or any of its entities, and you must be present to win. As we pick the winners, we will announce the name and hometown of the winning citizen. So please be sure to listen for both. Now, we're doing this a little differently this year. Instead of you having to run down to the front like you're on the Price is Right game show, we're going to keep you right in your chair. So all you have to do, if your name and hometown are called, just hold your ticket up and wave. Stand or wave, whichever is best for you. And someone will bring you the envelope, and it will show you how, following the meeting, you'll go to the registration desk to collect your prize. So are you all ready? Now we're going to do 5 drawings right now. Good morning, Randy. How are you? How can you run in a suit? You're supposed to be grabbing the... Thank you. You're fast? Okay. All right, here we go. Jody Ned, Durant, Oklahoma. Jody Ned. Charles, I didn't see you this morning with Linda. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. All right, Jody Ned. I don't know where Jody got a wave here. All right, here's our next one. Ryan Jordan, Sherman, Texas. Ryan Jordan. We have Guy R. Brown. Guy R. Brown. And if you're in the tents, hold it up, hold it up. We have folks looking for you. All right, here's our next one. We have Sherry McElroy from Duncan, Oklahoma. Sherry McElroy, Duncan, Oklahoma. Okay, here goes our next one for now. We'll have some more later. Okay, this one is, it's either Joan or Joanne Lanoy. So if that's you, hold your ticket up. We have our runners ready to go. Nancy, you're ready? You're looking for them, right? Okay. If you're in the tent, hold them up. We'll continue to hold these right here. Congratulations to all of our winners. Give them a big hand. Our identity has stayed intact because Chickasaws fought to keep our stories alive, to keep our traditions moving forward. It took people like Teata to step out of her comfort zone, to go out into this world, to become a trailblazer so that people know the word Chickasaw and what that means. Our elders continue to mentor, to guide, and support us, and we want to recognize you. If possible, will all of our senior citizens please stand so that we can show our gratitude. Jean, nice to see you this morning. And I'm so proud of my dad. He stood, but Kunzi, you forgot to stand. You have to stand too. You didn't stand with us this morning. You know I will call you out if you don't stand to be recognized as an elder. So, by the way, congratulations. Aren't you on the city council now? No, not my dad. I know he's through. We appreciate you very much. And to our fluent speakers, those who are teaching us how to speak, I'm so grateful to all of our fluent speakers. Would our Chickasaw fluent speakers please stand up so we can acknowledge you? We are so grateful. Yakoke. All of you that stood have been my teachers in the past. Lee, you're probably one of the funniest storytellers. You're good. We're very grateful for you. Okay, so it's time again to give away a little more cash drawings. You all ready to do that? All right, good. Now, I thought there'd be more enthusiasm in that, but there we go. All right, our junior princess, Miss Lauren John, will you please do the honors? Now, are we missing any tickets in the hopper? Remember, if you're a winner, stand or wave your arm, and we're going to have somebody come to you to give you the information that you will take to the registration desk following the meeting. Randy, you notice I've been good to you this morning. I haven't been calling you out or embarrassing you. Philip got on to me. He said, don't do it. All right, here's our first one. Tony Castleberry, Tishomingo. Woohoo! Congratulations, Tony. All right, Katrinka Skinner, Atchlee, Oklahoma. Where's Katrinka? Thank you, Miss Lauren. We have Dexter Underwood, Mill Creek, Oklahoma. Dexter. Remember, wave big or stand so our runners can see you. We have John Greenwood, Arkansas City, Kansas. Thank you, Lauren. And we have Nathan Brown, Bedford, Texas. Nathan Brown. Congratulations to all of our winners. You just have a new group of cousins that found you. Festival Week connects us with all that is great about our past and with everything that is hopeful about our future. Our youth are so valuable to who we are as a people and who we will become. The mini camps and programs offered to young Chickasaws are building strong leaders who aspire to serve their tribe. Please take a look at some young individuals who are doing great things and want to give back.
Chickasaw youth play a vital role in the future of the Chickasaw Nation. Providing quality youth programs and services is a key component to aid in successful growth, which is a guiding force for progress as a people and a nation.
As the Chickasaw Nation, we are blessed to have such a collective commitment to our youth. We have so many resources within the nation that can help them that other programs, outside programs, necessarily don't have. They are our future. They are the ones that are going to be making the decisions. Their values and their judgments are going to affect our society.
One of the many services the Chickasaw Nation has available is the Toxalee SMART program. Toxalee in Chickasaw means work. SMART is an acronym for Successful Mindsets with the Attitudes and Readiness for Tomorrow. The program provides on-the-job training and targets Native American youth ages 14 to 21. Davis area student Tess Hudson participated in the Toxalee SMART program, working at several facilities in Murray County, including the Chickasaw Cultural Center and the Davis Clinic.
My experiences were different in each one, but they were all very interesting. I learned about the arts at the Cultural Center. I learned how to do beadworking and how to do stomp dance. Working at the Davis Clinic helped me to decide to pursue a nursing degree at Southeastern.
After college, Tess plans to become a midwife. and work in the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center.
Doing the programs with the Chickasaws was an experience, and it gave me skills that I think will last me a lifetime. I would encourage all Chickasaw youth to take advantage of any programs that are available to them.
I think it's an excellent program. I mean, it also helps us. It helps them to get kind of used to what's going on, to see if this is the field they want to go to. And like I said, I just think it's great. It's just really, really great. It benefits the community as well as Tess.
Another Chickasaw student, Noah Gordon, can attest that the programs available to the tribe's youth can make a positive difference in their lives. Determination to become a young Chickasaw leader became natural for Noah after overcoming challenges when he was born.
He was 8.5 weeks early. When he was born, he weighed 4 pounds and 4.5 ounces. Well, when he was born, they had to transport him to another hospital. They notified OU Medical Center, which is the children's hospital at the time, to bring a unit down to come get him. They came and they drove him to the Children's Hospital in Oklahoma City. He ended up staying for 17 days.
While in the hospital, Sherry had to wait several days before she was able to hold her son for the first time. When doctors gave Sherry the clearance to hold Noah, there were no rocking chairs available, further delaying that precious first contact with her baby.
It was the hardest thing for me to do, is to wait after having the first 4 days of not being able to touch him, just look over his bed. And it was a 36-bed unit area, but there was only one rocking chair for every 12 babies. And it was being used, so I had to wait.
It was then that the idea for Noah's project was born.
It came in when I was about 1 year old, because my mom wanted to give back to the NIC unit at Children's Hospital, because they helped save my life. And the Noah's Project, we more or less get donations around the community. In the beginning, we donated rocking chairs each year, a set number amount. Once those rocking chairs filled up the NIC unit, we started doing gift bags and just necessities of what the family needs for the first couple days.
Now a freshman at the University of Oklahoma, Noah has grown quite a bit from his early challenges, and his tribe has been along every step of the way.
If you look at Noah today, he's 5'10", and he's a big boy, and you would never know that he was premature, 8.5 weeks early, and weighed only 4 pounds and 4.5 ounces. He's been on the Chickasaw Honor Roll. He's been on the Governor's Honor Roll. He has been in the leadership program that they have, where they meet once a month and get to go to different areas within the tribe. He's also been part of the judicial court camp. He's volunteered with our mock trial that we have every year.
Noah started with us when we started. In the beginning, we had 4 court staff and 40 kids. So seeing Noah every year was a huge relief, because we knew Noah was going to be there to help us and to help take care of the children. And he was going to be the example for the kids, because, to keep them, focused on what we're doing. And Noah was a good example. He was a great help.
Through the many Chickasaw Nation youth opportunities, Noah found guidance in his decision for a college major.
The Chickasaw Nation, they have pretty much molded me to be who I am today, just to be a great leader and just strive to do my best and be a great Chickasaw. And it's more or less helped me pick the career field I chosen today of computer engineering. With all the things the nation has done for me, I would be looking to come back to the nation and help the nation be a better tribe. The programs the Chickasaws have put out have helped me tremendously, and for the younger kids, they should do it, because it's going to help them become a better person and be better leaders, that one day they'll make the Chickasaw the best tribe that's ever been.
Wow, those were incredible stories. Somebody give Sherry a box of Kleenex after that one. Our future is exciting, especially with young people like these at the helm. Incredible. As a sovereign nation, every Chickasaw 18 years and older has the privilege and the duty to elect leaders to guide our tribal government. Please welcome Mr. Eddie Streeter from the Bureau of Indian Affairs to administer the oath of office for those who begin new terms of service this year. Thank you, Mr. Streeter. Taking the oath this year are legislators Nancy Elliott, Shauna Tate Hammond, Toby Perkins, David Wirtz, and Scott Wood. We have joining us on stage our Supreme Court Justice Linda English Weeks.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, obey, and defend the constitutions of the Chickasaw Nation and the United States of America, and will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity, so help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you all so much for your service. All of us need to keep them in our prayers. It's a very difficult job. Now taking the oath of office for his 5th term, please welcome to the stage our Lieutenant Governor Jefferson Keel.
Do I need to stand over here?
That's fine.
Tell me what to do.
I
state
your name.
Jefferson Keel.
Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the constitutions of the Chickasaw Nation and the United States of America,
the constitutions of the Chickasaw Nation and the United States of America,
and will discharge the duties of my office
and will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity, so help me God.
with fidelity, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, LT, and thank you for your service to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, to take the oath of office for his 8th term, please welcome our Governor, Bill Anatubby.
Doing great. Thank you so much. You bet.
Thanks for coming, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. I state your name.
Bill Anatubby,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the constitutions of the Chickasaw Nation and the United States of America,
the constitutions of the Chickasaw Nation and the United States of America,
and will discharge the duties of my office
and will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity, so help me God.
with fidelity, so help me God.
Thank you, Governor, and thank you for your service to our country as well. Both of our leaders are veterans of our United States military. We are very blessed. Okay, it's time for another cash drawing. Please join me, Miss Rachel Mealy, our Chickasaw Princess, and Mr. Randy Wade. I give Randy a hard time, but Randy's actually our chaplain. If you've been at our hospital, you have somebody who's going to come and faithfully pray with you, and we appreciate you for that, Randy. Okay, if there's any tickets, let's get them to the hopper. Winners, remember to wave, jump up and down, let us see you, and one of our runners will come find you. Following the meeting, take your envelope to the registration desk for, some Scully to go home with. Stop by some of the businesses in town before you go. All right, Miss Patsy Perry, Ada, Oklahoma. Patsy Perry. Thank you, Rachel. Sherry Harrell, Coleman, Oklahoma. Sherry. Hey, quit trying to get her arm caught in there, Randy. She's got a year to serve. Carolyn Harrington, Collinsville, Oklahoma. Carolyn Harrington, Collinsville. Now, I may mess up on this last name, y'all. It's Amanda Tigerarian. I know somebody's going to get on to me for that bad pronunciation. Ardmore, Oklahoma. The page is actually ripped, so it's hard. I think it's Tigarian. So, Amanda, jump up and down. I'm sure if Carolee Maxwell's here, she's going to get on to me for mispronouncing. William Briscoe. William Briscoe. William Briscoe. Yay. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Pastor Randy. Congratulations to all of our winners. Well, looking around, one can see that we have a wonderful community of Chickasaw citizens here today. These bonds are our Chickasaw tradition, as is our influence on the workplaces in which we live and work. Our people are working hard across the globe to positively impact their individual communities, all while strengthening the Chickasaw Nation. Please turn your focus to the next video that showcases how we are community.
As Chickasaws, we are diverse in our everyday professions, families, and communities. But we share the common bond of a strong culture and proud heritage that continually unites us. Our warrior spirit and tradition have propelled Chickasaws into serving in military battles and world wars, as well as modern-day conflicts. Among those Chickasaws who have proudly served with other soldiers to keep our community and nation safe are 3 generations of servicemen in the Allen family.
You know, I've always felt sometimes a little more than I should, but a real natural tendency to want to serve the country that I live in. But I wanted to fly jets, but I also knew I wanted to serve.
His service to community was inspired from his grandfather, Tech Sergeant James Kenneth Allen, a member of the Army Air Corps, who left Duncan, Oklahoma at 18 to train and fight in World War II. James Kenneth Allen was awarded the Purple Heart for his service.
And my grandfather was my hero. I mean, he was a tail gunner on a B-24. As a 19 or 20-year-old kid, was shot down on his 28th combat mission over Austria when they were going to attack Germany. And he spent over a year as a prisoner of war. And I loved him, and I thought it was the coolest thing what he did. And I wanted to make him proud. I've always found great pride in the fact that my lineage does have military service in it. It's a nice thought to consider that lineage is Chickasaw and the service to the nation.
Colonel Allen's father, Barry Allen, served his community during the Vietnam era, joining the United States Navy and spending 2 years off the coast of Vietnam aboard the USS Haleakala, a supply ammunition ship.
It gives you a sense of duty. It gives you a sense of belonging, that you're a part of something that's unique. A lot of us did it because we had to. My son did it because he wanted to. It brought the ability to just serve our country and to be proud of it.
The Chickasaw Nation honors those who serve and continue to serve. In May of 2015, the Chickasaw Nation outlined plans for a warrior society.
The idea for the Warrior Society came about from Governor Anatobi.
You know, for a long time, we've always honored our warriors, but it's actually come to a point now in time where we need to show that appreciation.
In addition to the creation of the Warrior Society, the Veterans Program will provide opportunities for the connection to services from the VA and the Chickasaw Nation.
A lot of our program will try to expedite the connection with the VA and those services available. And we'll be transporting the veterans, making sure that they get those services.
It gives veterans a place to go where they feel safe, where they feel accepted, where they can talk to professionals, get the help that they need, get the medications they need, get the health benefits that they need. I think the tribe is definitely on the right direction.
It's difficult to even find where the services are available for some of our veterans, so making those connections for them, the outreach to get people what they need and maybe get them what they need they don't even really know that they need. So it is a source of pride to be a part of a nation, Chickasaw Nation, that's reaching out to veterans.
The Chickasaw Nation strives to seek new opportunities to further support and care for citizens of all ages. The Foster and Adoption Program provides safe and nurturing care through home placement of Native American children who are in tribal or state custody.
When children are taken into foster care, they lose so much of their life. They lose their community, their neighborhoods, their school, their church, their friends, and their families. But what we try to do with the Foster Care and Adoption Program is make sure that those children are placed near their families, near their communities. And we want to ensure that they have everything they need to succeed.
Because of overwhelming statistics that demonstrate how great the need is for foster care and adoptive homes, the Chickasaw Nation continually seeks providers willing to meet the needs that arise in providing temporary or permanent care for children.
Jessica and Cody Miller are one of many Chickasaw families who are a part of our program. They're a great example of what a foster parent should be. They want to make sure that children's best interests are met.
The Miller family has participated in the Chickasaw Foster Care and Adoption Program since 2012. They have fostered several children who have since been reunited with their families. The Miller family currently includes 2 biological children, a foster baby, and 2 adopted children.
When we first got married, my wife's always wanted to adopt, and I have 2, and I'm from a big family. We only had the 2 biological kids, and we wanted more.
The children that come into contact with foster and adoptive families, they're coming from hard situations. They've come from broken homes and neglect and abuse, and sometimes all of it. And they're hurting, and they want to be loved. Sometimes they don't know how to be loved. And we try to show them what a family is like. We want them to go away knowing what a true, healthy, loving relationship and a family can be, so that they're not going to continue the cycle, that they'll break the cycle.
The Chickasaw Nation works each day to seek applicants who can meet the requirements for certification through the tribe.
The Chickasaws are helping build better communities by investing in the foster and adoptive parents, which then makes the Chickasaw community and all the community a better place to be.
The Chickasaw Nation makes a huge difference in the lives of its citizens. I hear on a daily basis from our foster homes that they are so proud to be a foster home for the Chickasaw Nation. The Chickasaw people have a sense of hope and perseverance, and that's what we try to instill in the children that we work with. They're in foster care, but they are still a part of this tribe, and they're still a part of this family.
Wow. Well, I never get tired of hearing stories of Chickasaws doing great things and influencing their community. We are a blessed nation. We are a blessed nation. And that is amen, right here, clap. And that is in no small part due to the man that I have the honor of introducing this morning. Under the leadership of Bill Anatoby, the Chickasaw Nation has created a new standard. We are recognized as leaders in Indian country across the state of Oklahoma in economic development as a community partner. Governor Anatoby has the vision that has led our tribe onto paths that we have never known possible. His innovative leadership inspires us every day. Ladies and gentlemen, It is my privilege to introduce the governor of the great Chickasaw Nation, Governor Bill Anoat-Abe.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lisa. Don't you think Lisa does such a great job of this? I told her the other day we're probably going to double her salary. And she said 2 times 0 still equals 0. But she does a great job. We certainly appreciate her. And Chukma, to all of our friends and our families, fellow Chickasaws, it's really an honor to be here today. Isn't it a beautiful day? You know, we're having a beautiful week for sure. And it's a great day to be Chickasaw, isn't it? "55 years ago this month, in 1960, there were around 100 Chickasaws that gathered for a meeting up at Sealy Chapel, which is near Connerville. Their goals were simple, but incredibly important. They wanted a voice and input into the future of the tribe. They likely had no idea that that day would go down in history as such a momentous occasion. They were doing what Chickasaws had always done. They were working together for Chickasaw people. It became a movement toward Chickasaw tribal self-government and self-governance. We recently lost one of the leaders of that movement. Chickasaw Nation Governor Emeritus Overton James passed away September 16. Governor James helped lead the Chickasaw people out from under the control of the federal government into a new era of constitutional government. Half a century later, thousands of Chickasaws continue gathering to honor what has become an annual tradition, this Chickasaw annual meeting. The place is different, but the cause is the same. And here we are today in Tishomingo, the historic capital of the Chickasaw Nation. It's another opportunity for Chickasaws to gather and to fellowship. And once again, thank you to the city of Tishomingo, Mr. Mayor, and thank you to Murray State College, Madam President. Let's welcome them or recognize them. Joy McDaniel, go ahead and stand up again if you're still present. Joy McDaniel and Mayor Tom Loki. Yeah, we appreciate you very much. You just make us feel at home. It's really, I guess we are kind of at home. But you make us feel welcome in this community. You know, you probably saw most of my family here today, the immediate family. And you met Janice and the rest of the family were introduced, Janice and Brennan and Presley and Sydney and Brian and Melinda and Chloe and Chris and Becky. They're all here. You know, and I have my brother Gene over here too. He's joined us. And Gene, Eugene Arpaler's looking for you. He said his wife, she got her knee replaced. Was it your knee? Yeah. They wanted to talk to you. So be sure, he's back over here. You need to be sure to, I thought I'd deliver a personal message since I was here. Well, you know, October's a big month. We have the annual meeting, and we have an intertribal meeting next week. But it's also a big month for the Anatubbies. We have several birthdays in the month of October. We have Presley and Sydney We have Brendan, whose birthday's in there. We got Melinda. Did I miss anybody? And guess what? This is Presley's birthday today. We'll wish her a happy birthday. And you know, we can wish everybody else happy birthday this month too. So if October is your birthday month, congratulations. You know, we're really fortunate to have a number of the elected officials with us today from across the state. And we also have the Secretary of State, Chris Bench. Mr. Secretary, thank you for coming today. We appreciate you being here. He's also in charge of Indian Affairs. I don't think he knew what he was getting into whenever he took that job. Of course, he's a Cherokee, so maybe he does. You never know. You know about it, huh? And of course, we appreciate Senator Simpson being here. He's joined us several years in a row, and we appreciate him. And we also, Representative McCall, he's been a real supporter of the tribe as well. We thank you for all these folks for being here. Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. They work hard. You know, sometimes we elect people and we don't really realize how tough a job they have. It is pretty tough, particularly when you get them all together. They really gets tough. And of course, we got Representative Lisa Johnson-Billy here. Lisa, come on back out and be recognized once again. She's a state representative. And I think that she's about to term out, they call it, when you serve the 12 years, is that right? And I think she may be kind of celebrating. Of course, she represented her district very well. And we're glad to have Indian Health Service represented Admiral Meeks. I think he had another bar added on recently. So, Admiral, where are you? Raise your hand. Be recognized again. We thank you. And Eddie Streeter's kind of a greenhorn as being the regional director. And we'll break you in, sir. Just give us a little bit of time. We're glad to have you here today, too. Thank you for helping with the oath of office. And you know, we're always pleased to have TW and Devin here, and family. We have family from. And of course, Danny Hilliard. You know, Danny, he works with us now, as does Dan Bourne. Let's recognize both of them. And we're always pleased to have the Choctaw Nation representative, Jerry Tomlinson. Thank you, Jerry, for coming and being here. And we have witnessed today another bit of history. We have witnessed the oath of office for several of our legislators and a new Supreme Court justice. And I offer my congratulations to you. I know that the rest of the people in this crowd offer their congratulations. And I'm going to name you again, okay? Toby Perkins, Nancy Elliott, David Wirtz, Shauna Tate Hammond, and Scott Wood, our legislators. Let's welcome them again back. And a new face in the tribal government, but a face that's been, I wouldn't say you've been around forever, but been around for a while, and in fact worked in state government, worked for the First Lady of the state of Oklahoma, Kim Henry. And let's welcome Linda English Weeks to our group. And our princesses. Don't you just love these princesses? I do. Stand up again and be recognized one more time, okay? Stand up. They're going to applaud for you. Congratulations to you, and we wish you well on your reign. And then these young people, they always they start out really good, but then by the time the year's up, they're just really, really good at what they do. And then they have to go. Some of them make a comeback, you know. If they're a Little Miss, they may be Junior Miss next. Well, we're here to talk about the Chickasaw Nation, right? The state of the Chickasaw Nation. That's what we're here for. And let me say, Chickasaw, we are Chickasaw. Chickasaws are strong. We are thriving. We honor the sacrifices and perseverance of those who came before us. We appreciate and we celebrate the blessings that we now receive, and we look forward to the future. Today, I'll just get right to the point. I report to you that the state of the Chickasaw Nation is stronger than ever. And I truly believe that our nation's future is brighter than ever, and the best is yet to come. Now, some people, that sounds a little bit trite, but I really believe that. We've experienced another successful year. We continue to make decisions based on careful research, sound judgment, and as always, what is best for the Chickasaw people. Our commitment to productive programs and projects that benefit Chickasaws of all ages is as strong as it has ever been. My fellow Chickasaws, we have many reasons to be thankful today. By the way, I'm especially thankful to serve as your governor for another 4 years. The Lieutenant Governor and our team, and I truly appreciate this opportunity to continue being in service to you. Being responsible steward of our resources, the tribe remains financially strong. We continue to see substantial gains in both our total assets and revenues. Through a careful investment strategy, our trust funds have grown from around $450,000 in 1987 to nearly $22.6 million today. This past year, tribal businesses posted impressive growth. Our income through the end of September of 2015 is expected to be the most ever earned by the Chickasaw Nation. You can be sure that every dollar is dedicated to our mission to enhance the overall quality of life of Chickasaw people. Now, you have in your packet today, when you came and registered, you were given a report. Now, this report covers the period from 1987 until fiscal year 2014. It's an audited overview of the financial information. And you may notice that assets have increased each year progressively through fiscal year 2015. Total assets increased by more than $200 million in this report. You'll notice that just in 1 year, they increased that much. You'll also find in your packet, we do this every year so you can see a comparison. You also see in your packet, it's a single sheet. It brings you up to date through August 31st on where we are financially. And it's the most up-to-date report we can get because Holly Easterling probably can't get one through September 30th right now. I'm teasing Holly. Whenever you close out, it takes a little while to get the information together. But you also see a substantial gain in fiscal year 2015 through August 31st. So by reviewing that, you're going to notice that the financial position of the tribe is strong, and it's getting stronger. Last year, we reported that Congress had passed a law exempting certain tribal benefits from income tax. Now, we struggled a little bit because we believe that the services that are delivered to Chickasaw people should be without tax. Our people paid for these services long, long ago. This law that was passed by Congress and signed into law by the President supports tribal sovereignty by recognizing our authority to offer benefits which are not subject to federal taxation. Since passage of the Tribal General Welfare Exclusion Act, it was just over a year ago, the IRS has ceased efforts to audit additional tribal government benefit programs. And a Tribal Treasury Advisory Committee is being formed to help ensure that the act succeeds. We really appreciate Congressman Cole and Congressman Mullen, who co-sponsored this important piece of legislation. It also has some great news to report. After nearly a decade of litigation between the Chickasaw Choctaw Nations and the United States government, we have reached a settlement. The Secretary of the Interior will soon be traveling to Oklahoma to commemorate and finalize a settlement agreement. At issue was a disposition of more than 1 million acres of Choctaw Chickasaw forest lands. The United States reserved the timberland from allotment. The United States sold most of those lands. We simply needed to know the details of those transactions, and ultimately, if proper value was received. We knew little, and we had not received a meaningful accounting. And accounting is what we asked for. We did not ask for money. However, we know that information from an accounting could possibly have revealed some discrepancies. After nearly a decade of litigation and facing at least another decade, we have successfully resolved this matter and have recently agreed to settle the case for $186 million. Now, you may have seen the news reports. As soon as the documents were filed with the court, it did come out in the news. The Chickasaw part of the settlement is $46.5 million. The Choctaws always get 3 times what we get. Mr. Tomlinson, I'd like to negotiate another division here. Well, obviously, that's historic. We've had that division between the Chickasaws and Choctaws on trust assets for many, many years, back from the territory days. After expenses, the remaining portion of the funds will be invested right alongside other tribal funds, and the earnings will be allowed to grow so that future programs can be funded for Chickasaws. Programs like education, housing, senior citizens, health, and others, which they really need a secure future. We are investing in the future of our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. You know, we have a good working relationship with the local agencies, Bureau of Indian Affairs, Indian Health Service, and this is a historic event that occurred. You know, perhaps more important than the actual dollars that we receive, this settlement actually turns a page. It represents the United States' acknowledgement of its mistreatment of the Chickasaw Nation and other American Indians of Indian Territory during the early decades of the 20th century. We continue to actively protect and defend our sovereignty, but we will continue to strive to improve our working relationship with the government and its agencies and its agents. We form partnerships with these agencies, and we will further those partnerships. And that, all in all, will make life better for Chickasaws. There's always much to do on the national level to improve and solidify our government-to-government relationship with the United States. Lieutenant Governor Keel and I have separated a lot of the duties that are required to make sure that this government is run well. And he takes a lot of those national events and represents the Chickasaw Nation. So let's thank the Lieutenant Governor for his work on national level. In June, the National Labor Relations Board, referred to as NLRB, dismissed a complaint against the Chickasaw Nation because of our status as a sovereign nation and the treaties our ancestors negotiated. The NLRB ruled that it did not have jurisdiction over Chickasaw Nation workplaces because of the 1830 Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek. That treaty is a testament to the wisdom and foresight of our tribal leaders who negotiated it. The treaty protects our nation's right to self-governance. We are pleased that the board recognized the Chickasaw Nation's treaties. Those treaties remain the bedrock of our legal relationship with the United States of America. We continue our legal effort with the Choctaw Nation to protect the water resources in the Chickasaw and Choctaw Nations. We have a vital interest in maintaining the conditions necessary to ensure a thriving natural environment, again, for our children and our grandchildren. In order to do this, we must have a plan in place for the sustainable management and equitable distribution of our water resources. Due to a court order, I'm not permitted to discuss details or characterize the suit, but be assured that we are and will continue to work towards a positive resolution. Last year, we reported signing an agreement with the state of Oklahoma to offer Chickasaw Nation car tags. This is a very visible way to show our pride in being Chickasaw. I sure have seen a lot of tags on the road, and it always brings a little smile to my face. And I'm going to talk about Chris now. I told my son Chris, who has a Chickasaw car tag, that now he needed to be a careful driver. And he was not to speed. You know, with that tag on there, they know he's Chickasaw. We're pleased to report that through August 30th, we have issued close to 9,000 tags. And more than $380,000 in rebates have been reimbursed to Chickasaws since the official launch February 1. Now, Holly Easterling, I'll give you her cell phone number in a little bit, has projected that we should expect at least 10,000 tags on the road when we get our report from the Oklahoma Tax Commission on September 30th. Now, we realize, and that's good, 10,000 tags. And you remember that we are working with the state of Oklahoma, and it does not take away from the tax base. That's good. I think Secretary of State Benj was applauding that one. But you know, they're only available for Chickasaws in Oklahoma. It would be very difficult to go across the country and do these agreements. The Chickasaws are proud of being Chickasaw. And so, all right, we are. And you have every right to be. So, after some inquiry from several citizens, there were no recommendations, just a few complaints. Well, what are we doing? Why don't we have one? We came up with a bumper sticker, and we came up with a front plate. It looks almost identical to the license plate, and I appreciate Robin Elliott and her staff for doing that. And they're available for everyone. So you can be a proud Chickasaw and display that wherever you are. I noticed in one of the videos, there was a Chickasaw bumper sticker up beside somebody's office door there, which that's pretty cool. For many years, the Chickasaw Nation has worked to recover as much of our land base as we possibly could. Now, it's not just buying the land. We have uses for the land. It's important to our ability to operate businesses and offer programs and services. In 1987, the tribe had just over 1,900 acres. Our total land holdings today are nearly 13,000 acres. These lands are vital to our economic development efforts. They allow us to exercise jurisdiction over the property, to expand our business operations, increase revenue, and offer a greater quantity and quality of services to Chickasaw citizens. So our plans are continuing to improve our land base. This past year, we began construction on several new facilities around the Chickasaw Nation. In many cases, our existing facilities have aged and need to be replaced and upgraded. And in some situations, we have simply outgrown the space and need to expand to accommodate our growing population and service offerings. Right here in Tishomingo, we broke ground to construct several new facilities. A new early childhood education center, which will better accommodate more children with upgraded technology and a fresh learning environment. Also, a new community center will replace the existing center, a new senior center to better serve Tishomingo seniors. They're all conveniently located on the same campus as the health clinic and the wellness center, so there'll be easy access to all those services. To welcome tourists to this part of Chickasaw country, we are constructing a Chickasaw Information Center on Main Street near the entrance of Pennington Park. There'll be visitors, and I'm sure some of those visitors will be Chickasaw. Sure, we have a lot of Chickasaws coming here. You can learn more about the Chickasaw Nation and what there is to do in Chickasaw country. We have several projects underway in Purcell as well. We are relocating and rebuilding the area office so that we can better serve Chickasaws. To accommodate was that somebody from Purcell? That was Lisa Johnson Billy. She said, woohoo! Now this will accommodate increased patient growth and will offer a variety of new and much needed services. The Purcell Clinic is expanding. Now they'll have new exam rooms. We'll have dental and imaging services as well as physical therapy and expanded pharmacy services there. In direct response to requests from Purcell area Chickasaws, we're also building a wellness center with a swimming pool on the same campus. Hundreds of Oklahoma City metro area Chickasaws joined us for a picnic in May. We gathered on the newly acquired 50 acres in northwest Oklahoma City. This new property will be the location for our Oklahoma City community and senior centers. We have developed a site plan and are working on construction plans for the 2 new facilities. Program and service offerings have expanded and businesses have grown, increasing the number of jobs available. The Chickasaw Nation currently employs nearly 14,000 people. We want to give as many Chickasaws as possible an opportunity to achieve gainful quality employment. A meaningful job is one key factor to an improved quality of life. And we continue to prepare our people for jobs with our college internship program and school-to-work programs. To date, 250 Chickasaws have been interns, and 576 have participated in school-to-work. We are currently developing an apprenticeship program to provide even more opportunities for Chickasaws to train and prepare for work inside the nation and, if they choose, for other companies. We work to offer opportunities for Chickasaws so that they can succeed. Our Commerce Department has again reported significant financial gains. Our growth rate year over year is 8%. This is about twice the national average. 3 to 4% annual growth is average for most businesses. An important part of our business strategy is reinvesting in existing facilities. Construction began on the new convention center at WinStar to bring large conferences to Thackerville. Sovereign Medical Solutions continues to be a source of growth and income for the Chickasaw Nation. The Sovereign clinics in Ada and Norman have added in-house lab and x-ray services. We will expand the care we offer in Ada in 2016 by extending the hours of operation and by offering urgent care services. Recently, Sovereign purchased an existing urgent care company, which included 6 clinics in the Oklahoma City area. This is another exciting milestone in our efforts to build a thriving commercial health operation. We've talked over the years a lot about tourism, and tourism is a magnet that draws people from around the world to the Chickasaw Nation. This does much more than provide a significant boost to the local economy. There's a marked similarity between our current tourism initiative and our historic commerce in and around our homelands. Beginning in 1790, yes, I said 1790, the Natchez Trace was the most important and heavily used route through the Chickasaw Nation. Of course, this was in our homeland. Chickasaws operated ferries, inns, and other businesses along the length of the Natchez Trace. Principal Chief George Colbert negotiated with the United States for exclusive rights for Chickasaws to do business within the Chickasaw portion of the Natchez Trace. Colbert's Ferry at the Tennessee River crossing was the most famous of these businesses. But Chickasaws operated numerous other establishments about every 20 miles, which is about a day's travel along that route. Historic accounts speak of the hospitality Chickasaws provided to weary travelers along the middle portion of the 444-mile route between Natchez and Nashville. So what we do is historic. Today, we're applying the same business strategy and hospitality along the Interstate 35 corridor. At the beginning of 2015, we launched a new campaign called Adventure Road. We couldn't call it Natchez Trace. Adventure Road is a partnership with more than 180 local businesses to revitalize tourism along the 130 miles of Oklahoma Highway that stretches from the Red River to downtown Oklahoma City. Attracting travelers to businesses along this route will bring jobs and tourism dollars to these businesses and communities. We have great hope for Adventure Road. Chickasaw culture and heritage is part of the attraction that brings people to this area. It is also what binds us together as a people. So it is important that we continue to share knowledge of our culture with Chickasaws and others who are interested. The number of visitors to our cultural center continues to grow each year. This year, we welcomed more than 100,000 guests from across Oklahoma, the country, and the globe to the Chickasaw Cultural Center. We continue to improve and add to the Cultural Center. This week, we reignited the Eternal Flame during Cultural Evening. The Eternal Flame serves as an acknowledgement and recognition of all Chickasaws who have kept the fire of our culture burning, and as a way to encourage future generations to continue to honor the culture that binds us all together. In July, we broke ground on a footbridge that will span Rock Creek and connect the Chickasaw National Recreation Area with the Chickasaw Cultural Center. The bridge provides visitors easy access between the two attractions. The construction should soon begin. Also, in the spring, you will receive the first edition of Chickasaw, a high-quality, photo-heavy magazine produced by the Chickasaw Press. It will focus on connecting citizens as well as outside readers to the stories of the great Chickasaw Nation. Chickasaw, of course, is a greeting in Chickasaw. We've made much progress in the intensive efforts focused towards preserving and revitalizing this Chickasaw language. Initiatives such as narratives collected from Chickasaw speakers, classes in conversation, and even a new dictionary are challenging citizens and employees to learn our language. Recently, an important step was taken toward ensuring that our language is preserved. We have signed a contract with Rosetta Stone, a leading organization in language instruction. Thanks to Lisa John and all her staff for negotiating and working with Rosetta Stone. Chickasaw will soon be one of only a handful of native languages offered by Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone will collaborate with our language committee to develop Chickasaw Level 1, a set that's comprised of 40 interactive lessons. We will make arrangement for Chickasaws to have access to these lessons. Now, keep in mind, it's going to take some time. It's going to take a little while to develop, so give us that time, but we will announce to you when it is available. Serving Chickasaw people with meaningful opportunities to improve their overall quality of life is at the heart of all that we do. This guides our decision-making and our priorities. Chickasaws have always answered the call to serve our nation and our country. Chickasaw men and women have bravely defended our freedom, serving in every branch of armed services. To those servicemen and women, we say thank you. I thank you. Please stand and be recognized and allow us to honor you if you're a veteran. You heard on the video earlier, our team is working diligently to provide services that are beneficial and helpful to you as veterans. We are increasing the number of service representatives to help veterans navigate programs that the VA offers and services that the Chickasaw Nation offers. Last year, we announced we would be constructing the Chickasaw Veterans Lodge. This is a place for veterans to gather. We're pleased to report a site plan has been developed and construction drawings are underway. The reputation of Chickasaw warriors is legendary. Ancient Chickasaws were known as a warrior nation, and the warriors themselves formed societies of men and women who participated in battle. These societies that recognized both the physical and spiritual aspects of war were ingrained into the Chickasaw way of life. Those warrior traditions have continued into the 21st century, and we want to help those traditions continue for generations to come. We're proud of our warriors. Chickasaw citizens have fought for their country in each of the modern wars. In recognition of our warriors, the Chickasaw Warrior Society has been created. Many of you veterans have voted on the logo and overwhelmingly selected the logo I hope is featured on the screen right now. I knew it was going to be up there. I have great trust in our people. And of course, we're working to create the needed structure and materials to support those who'd like to join the society. Veterans, I know you've been very patient, but soon you will receive information in the mail in the coming weeks on how to join the society. We welcome you. Chickasaw youth are an extremely high priority for us. We have so many amazing opportunities available to our young people today to explore their options, expand their horizons, and excel in their chosen field. This past year, more than 2,600 youth attended camps and academies. Chickasaw youth are excelling in the arts, the sciences, athletics, and academics. It is important to provide a safe and stimulating environment in which young people can learn. Recently, we broke ground on a new Chickasaw Nation Youth Club in Sulphur. This club will provide the extra room needed to meet the demand for after-school programs in the area. Education has been and will continue to be a top priority for us. A good education opens doors to a better life. In August, we became a charter tribe in establishing the Oklahoma State University Center for Sovereign Nations. We thank Provost Gary Sandifer for working with us to create that Sovereign Nations University Center. It's at Oklahoma State University. This will help to provide and promote understanding, respect, and exercise of tribal sovereignty, and student success and graduation. To continue introducing students to the fields of science, technology, and math, we introduced the STEM Search program to show how lessons taught in the classroom are applied to real-world career options. Our early childhood education centers served more than 330 students for the 2014-2015 school year. With the two programs combined, Education Services have funded more than 4,800 students in the amount of $18.6 million. Making sure Chickasaws have a comfortable home environment has been one of our priorities for years. We have several programs that help us to get a little closer to this goal all the time. This year, the Chickamauga Home Loan Program surpassed last year's numbers. The program helped 57 Chickasaw families with almost $8 million in mortgages so they could invest in new homes of their own. This year, we also, go ahead, we're happy about that. This year, we also helped 398 Chickasaws with down payments and closing costs on new homes. And we installed 728 storm shelters, bringing the total number of shelters installed at Chickasaw homes to 3,992. Now that's nearly 4,000 Chickasaw families who are protected in the event of severe weather. And in Oklahoma, we need to be ready. And I guess in Kansas and other states too. And this is a national program, by the way. Now, you've heard about our elders, and we always have raised them up. We will continue to do so. You've traveled the roads before us. We work hard to serve our elders in ways that benefit their lives. We have senior citizens in 12 senior citizen centers in 12 communities across the Chickasaw Nation. These centers served more than 227,000 breakfasts, lunches, and homebound meals last year. Now, they also provided a place for health screenings and wellness classes and lots of social interaction. From meal programs to home maintenance, car care assistance, help with medications, assisted living supplement programs, we're constantly asking ourselves, how can we improve the lives of our elders? Know that we will continue to invest in the health and well-being of our older generation. Healthcare for all of our citizens has been one of the biggest investments made by the Chickasaw Nation. It is an investment that shows a tremendous return in several ways. We've had more than 800,000 patient visits to the health system in the last year. More than 3,000 MRIs, 40,000 dental visits, 836 babies born at the medical center. Nearly 1.2 million prescriptions were filled, and of that, almost 500,000 were mailed through the mail order pharmacy program. And we appreciate the working relationship and the partnership we have with the Indian Health Service. It's been a long one and a good one, and we appreciate the support and the partnership. We're increasing our focus on prevention. It is it's very vital, that we keep ourselves and our families in good health, physically as well as mentally and spiritually. We continue to put value on programs that provide support in all these areas. Our wellness centers had more than 170,000 visits this past year. We continue our efforts towards education on good nutrition. In partnership with USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, we became the first tribal medical center in the United States to begin offering healthy meals for kids, providing any child, 18 and younger, a good meal when they come to the facility. Equally important to the physical health of our nation is the mental health and well-being of Chickasaw families. We are providing an expanded and comprehensive array of innovative mental health services to our citizens. We are continuing to work hard on this front to provide support and combat domestic violence, alcoholism, and drug abuse. We are proactively working to unite and restore families. Next year, we will break ground on a new women's treatment center. We will continue to look for ways to support Chickasaw families. Many of the programs and services available today are a direct result of the information we have received from you and other Chickasaws throughout the years. Communication is vital to all of us, and it's vital to our ability to serve you and serve you well. There are Chickasaws living in every state in the Union and also in 9 different countries. Making sure information is delivered to you in a meaningful and convenient method is a priority. Today, we utilize multiple communication tools to provide information that works for you. Very soon, you should be receiving the current program and services directory, which outlines all of the many programs and services available through the Chickasaw Nation. Of course, it would be very difficult and time-consuming, and we wouldn't have time for a lunch break if we tried to cover everything. So that's why we issue this programs and services directory, so you will know. It's important that we provide a full report to you, too, about the accomplishments that we have during the year. And after the first of the year, you will be receiving the progress report, and it will outline all the things that have occurred during the previous year and the progress that we made. 6 years ago, we launched Chickasaw Community Radio online and on 89.5 in Ada. We're pleased to announce that by year's end, listeners will be able to enjoy Chickasaw Community Radio in the Ardmore area, 89.3 FM, and in the Duncan area on 96.1 FM. Face-to-face communication is really important to us. And we've traveled to many places around Oklahoma and the United States to visit with you. We will be continuing this outreach effort in the coming months. We hope to see and visit as many Chickasaws as possible. We have a time of tremendous growth and even greater potential ahead of us. As I said, the best is yet to come. Chickasaw, we are Chickasaw. We are blessed. The state of the Chickasaw Nation is one of prosperity, of building roads to the future while never forgetting how far we've traveled together. Thank you for the honor and the privilege of serving you as your governor. It is our goal every day to honor you with the level of hard work, dedication, and commitment you deserve. Know that your team will continue to do our best for you in the years to come. We will strive every day to fulfill our mission of enhancing the lives of Chickasaw people. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of the Chickasaw Nation is strong and getting stronger. Thank you, Chickamauga, Yakuke.
Thank you, Governor Anatubby, for those incredible words. Thank you for your vision and thank you for your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 55th annual meeting of the Chickasaw people. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Ushers are available in the back doors. Enjoy the parade and lunch. Chimpisa Lacho.
Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
I am Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw. We are
Chickasaw.
Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw. Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Chickasaw.
We are Chickasaw.